Lead now. By now, we're all familiar with former President George W. Bush's new passion for painting. But on the flight to South Africa on Monday, the passengers aboard Air Force One got an up-close look at his work on his iPad. We don't know which period from Bush's work was on display, perhaps his Pets series or maybe some from the bathroom period. You can try to read former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's amused expression for clues. I can't really tell. But between the ongoing conversations about an awkward handshake and a much-discussed presidential selfie, senior White House officials are concerned that the media is focusing on the color instead of the substance of the trip. Do they have a point? Let's bring in our panel to talk about it. Host of the Washington Post In Play, Jackie Kucinich, co-host of CNN's Crossfires, S.E. Cupp, and columnist for the Washington Post, Matt Miller. Here's just a jump ball to beat up the press. S.E., go.
Oh, I'm happy to join it. I mean, poor guy, and I don't say that often or lightly, but poor guy. First of all, he gives a pretty decent speech.
Good speech.
And it aired at like 6 o'clock in the morning when no one was watching it here. And then all of the news about the handshake and the selfie, and he's trying to move past this news cycle. I think, frankly, Americans don't have an appetite for anything deeper right now than a selfie and a handshake discussion.
Americans don't, or the media doesn't?
Americans don't. They're waiting for the holidays. Wait until then to talk about anything
but the pictures were pretty irresistible. I mean, that selfie with the stern Michelle Obama off on the side, this was clearly some kind of Danish plot, I think, to undermine Obama.
You heard the photographer in the previous segment. He said that it wasn't representative. Michelle Obama was in a fine mood, had been chatting. That one
but
picture
Matt Miller pointed something else out in the green room.
They switched seats afterward on the full stuff. If you see it on the web, one of the photos later showed that she had moved. Somebody moved them in between.
Matthew.
He's really been
so
protective on this.
And I'm a substantive guy.
But Jackie, let me play devil's advocate. I do think that the handshake is potentially important, and there's been reporting today to back this up that it wasn't just out of nowhere, and this is representative of potentially a thaw between Cuba and the United States.
And there was some substantive conversation about U.S.-Cuban relations after that handshake happened. So it wasn't total fluff. Yeah, maybe the focus was too much on the actual, like, palm to palm, but there was some discussion of the substance and where the United States is in that debate right now.
Let's talk about the president's approval numbers, because they're hurting. They continue to hurt. Quinnipiac yesterday had him at 38% approval. Today, NBC Wall Street Journal has him at 43%, low across the board. Is this a moment for him, Jackie, to turn things around? Is he so beat up that he has nowhere else to go but up, and the press is starting to root for him, and who knows?
You'd think. You'd think that, but you know, it depends on how the Obamacare rollout continues.
That's still the issue.
And I think that is the issue. I think the economy, the jobless rate is going down. The economy is getting better, and yet Obamacare is his biggest achievement, and yet the biggest albatross around his neck right now.
But it won't be. It won't be. I think if you flash forward a little bit to the State of the Union, end of January, we get through the holidays. The website is much better. Sign-ups are going to be proceeding at a much faster clip. I think by the time you get to the end of January, when he's addressing the nation and the entire country tunes in, he'll be able to say, look, we screwed up at the launch. We've got now, it could be 1 million people by then who were signed up, a lot more folks. I think it'll totally turn the story around, and it should.
But it's hinged on that.
Yes.
It is dependent on that. How much do you think this, his success rises or falls with the healthcare.gov website and the other state websites?
Yeah, as Obamacare goes, so goes the president. I mean, you know, it's optimistic, and hopefully, I guess, for Democrats in January, things are looking rosier. But I know Republicans, unless we put our foot in our mouth, which is a safe bet, Republicans are hoping to run on Obamacare for the entire year. And I think it will be interesting to see how many Democrats try to run on that message or try to wriggle away from it a little bit while still defending the president.
And speaking of wriggling away, let me play some sound from House Speaker John Boehner. After the budget deal was introduced last night, Boehner was asked about the fact that there were conservative groups out there criticizing the deal. Here's what the speaker had to say.
You mean the groups that came out and opposed it before they ever saw it?
Yes, those groups. Are you worried that
They're using our members, and they're using the American people for their own goals. This is ridiculous.
That
was a moment of reality.
That is some strong stuff. That is some strong stuff. Now, I know that the establishment Republicans are annoyed with these groups that are trying to pick off their incumbent members with these primaries, but What is this indicative of, that outburst, dare I say, from the speaker?
Yeah, well, I think the speaker knows that conservatives do well when they run against Obamacare. And if they're advocating for another shutdown or opposing this budget deal, then they don't get to run against Obamacare. And that's where they should. Let me just point out, though, that there's some split on the left as well. Democracy for America sent out an email today that begged Democrats not to pass this budget deal because it didn't go far enough to the left.
But Democracy for America hasn't screwed things up for Democrats along the way, the way the conservative groups have for Republicans. And the leadership, and I don't care where you are in leadership, someone had to speak out against these groups and someone had to take that stand because they're going to keep going and keep picking off these members for things that, I mean, John Boehner can't do anything right with these groups. So I think there had to come a time where he had to push back forcefully, and he chose this one.
But this is all really small ball. Daniel Patrick Moynihan used to talk about defining deviancy down. We've defined achievement down in the U.S. government. Keeping the government open with this little mini deal is sadly the best we can do. And whether you're a Ryan-esque type who thinks deficit reduction is a big deal, the spending cuts that he was trying to tout earlier on the show here, they're like a fraction of 1% of $40 trillion in federal spending over the next 10 years, and no one's doing anything about the jobs gap. And you even had Marty Feldstein, the former Reagan economic advisor, saying we need $200 billion a year in infrastructure in the New York Times the other day. So there is a potential consensus on left and right for more aggressive movement on jobs. Washington can't get that story.
SC, final word.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
All right. SC Cup, Jackie Kucinich, Matt Miller. Thank you.